Okay, so for Aries, you guys have something about standing your ground and making a judgment call of some type. And for Taurus, you guys may need to meditate, maybe be patient, sit down, contemplate, and maybe lean into spirituality or religion a little bit more. Okay, so for Gemini, you may be facing delays right now, but there's a lot of mental energy. You may be making plans for what you might like to see in your future, but there's probably a need to move carefully and thoughtfully. Whatever energy you have, you just need to focus on utilizing it in a more constructive way, I guess. Also be patient with yourself if you have delays and stuffs. Okay, so for Cancer, you guys may be going through it right now. It may feel kind of like a rock bottom of sorts. Your advice would be to lean into your emotional intelligence, find ways to comfort yourself, and regulate your emotions. I know it's not always easy, and it can be very, very frustrating, especially when you feel like you're at a low point, but it'll really help. Especially if you have anxiety, just sort through your emotions. For Leos, you guys are ending a chapter of some sort. You may be a little bit bruised and wounded, but you're making your way out of whatever this thing is that you're coming out of. Okay, so for Virgo, you may be wearing a mask a little bit, especially when it comes to your relationships. This may be coming from, fear of getting hurt or fear of vulnerability, something like that. If it's not that drastic and you do feel like you're putting yourself out there, then this can just mean you and someone else like to keep each other on their toes. Okay, so for Libra, the Hierophant sometimes talks about marriage, and since the Lovers came out, I think we're talking about either a relationship you may be in or considering, or a marriage. It's asking you to look at the relationship and see where you can fix things, if it's a temporary problem or if it's something more serious that you may have to look into. Okay, so for Scorpio, you guys may be feeling like there are delays, but you guys might be okay, actually, like emotionally. The only thing I think it was saying was to be patient and to also find balance between, overindulgence and complacency. Okay, so for Sagittarius, the wheel is turning in your favor, but there may be problems in terms of relationship. It's asking you to analyze your relationship and see if the problems you're facing are temporary or if it's something you may need to look into. But either way, it looks like you have good luck on your side. So for Capricorn, there's something you're not seeing clearly. You've either been spending too much time alone or there's a need to go inward. But this will only help you see things clearly, so it's definitely worth doing. Okay, so for Aquarius, the first thing was to change your perspective. Second thing is you may be facing delays. Third thing is to be careful with the words you use with yourself and with others. And last thing is perfectionistic tendencies. Don't let perfectionism stand in the way of you doing whatever it is you're doing. Put it all together, I would say just be careful with how you speak to yourself and others. Don't be highly critical and stuff, because that's not nice. Okay, so for Pisces, this feels really good. It looks like you are in an abundant and happy era of your life. This is really, really good energy. The only thing I have to say is maybe just balance between your work and private life, I guess. But this is really, really good energy. You could be feeling generous or the need to play hostess. You might just be in a really good mood right now.